Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Hoto and I'll just be your host on this little journey. And honestly, the last 8 days have been like someone opened Pandora's box, but instead of disease and filth and of society coming out of that box, the only thing that came out of that box was Twitch drama. And something recently came up. A new thing came up about Twitch drama. Aside from all the creator stuff, something huge came out. Basically, the big Twitch news was that big creators are only going to get 50-50. To put context behind this, big creators used to get 70-30 splits. Basically, 70% of their subs they get to keep, while 30 is kept by Twitch. However, Twitch has cited, due to financial situations of keeping the entire site afloat, they need to switch it back to 50-50. This has upset a lot of streamers. Not gonna lie, almost all of them. One of the most vocal people was Germa. Basically, Germa, he's one of the Goliaths on Twitch, huge. And basically, he's been saying that he will leave the platform if he's forced to run ads, and that he will leave 100% if that is the case. I'm going to put his quotes on screen. And the reason why this is important is because basically this statement alone is if I have to run ads on my video, then I'm going to. The reason why he's saying this is because Twitch tried to compensate for the 50-50 split by giving streamers 55-45 splits on ad revenue, incentivizing them to run more ads on their streams. However, a lot of the streamers are actually in a good state. Basically, what they're saying is that it would ruin their own streams and it would ruin their own reputation, I suppose, to have such an increased amount of ads on their videos, because a lot of creators are contractually obligated to run anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes of ads every hour of stream they do anyways, right? So since this is already obligated, there's nowhere really to go. It could always be up to 10 minutes per hour, which is obscene, you know? Even YouTube, watching a video on YouTube wouldn't have that many ads. So basically, a lot of big streamers like Asmongold, Valkyrie, PokeLol, even XQC, and Trainwrecks TV, a lot of huge streamers, even the ones involved in the drama a couple days ago, are saying that they might potentially leave Twitch because they don't want to ruin their own content and still be paid less, you know? And even look at the XQC thing. YouTube literally offered him $1 billion to move over to YouTube. A literal $1 billion, right? That is a huge sum of money for XQC to move to YouTube. And it's going to be more than he's making. So unless Twitch really offers the same or something like that, Twitch is done for. You know what I mean? And you might be saying, well, this might be a little different because there's always smaller streamers and stuff like that who have never gotten 50-50 who might rise to the top. And in theory, you would be right, correct? You would be right. However, since the state of Twitch currently is where almost 80% of the top half of the top 80%, or not the top 80, the top 1% of streamers control about 80% of the stuff watched on the site. This indicates that there's so much top heaviness, I guess, for lack of better wording. There's so much happening on the top that if you lose that, you would essentially not gain the bottom, because the people on the top already have established bases, while the people on the bottom don't, and just get viewers based on the people from the top, correct? Now, if you take away the entire base of everyone from the top, the people from the bottom no longer really have anywhere to go to, right? I guess there'd still be some people watching smaller streamers on Twitch, but even then, they would have to be slammed with ads too, because obviously, if the large streamers are having issues, the smaller streamers are going to be having even bigger issues, right? No one really wants to watch 10 minutes of ads to watch a small YouTuber, or a small streamer, While that streamer might be the best streamer in the world, you'll never want to watch that 10 minutes of ads just to understand, right? And this leaves a lot of, basically, Twitch has just fucked every small content creator on their site simultaneously with every big creator. It's sort of like a double whammy, I guess. And this is often like a huge deal because generally if the top streamers left, a lot of the smaller streamers would pick up slack or something like that, right? However, this is a case where this can't happen. And this is definitely going to affect Twitch in many adverse ways. And I think as Twitch is losing a lot of its top streamers, there's not much that they can do. One of the only streamers, ironically, that hasn't said they're going to leave Twitch yet or considering it is Erob. Now, if you listen to the last video, Erob is actually the streamer who got banned for 7 days, and then Twitch turned around and said, actually, make that 30. And then basically for nothing, right? For just joking around. And I don't think I don't think it'll be long before he ends up joining that crowd leaving Twitch, especially with all the rules and stuff, because he hasn't really been back to see, he hasn't been there, so he can't really see the full implication. So, essentially this being said, I think Twitch is committing, self-destruct or something. Jeff Bezos just decided to throw all his money in the toilet and flush it, and then throw some more. And it's really an interesting situation that Twitch has gotten themselves into. The only thing I can attribute that's similar to this would be the Hindenburg, where it just a huge amount of money just goes burning in flames. I think that's a pretty good example. But yeah, with all that's happening, all the drama and stuff, plus a lot of streamers getting canceled and a lot of streamers leaving Twitch, it's really just a shit show. What's gonna happen? Nobody knows, And at the end of the day, do I think this is the end of Twitch? Nominally, I don't think it'll happen in the next months or so. I think it'll be a gradual end. But it'll definitely end, for sure. I think this is the start to the end of Twitch, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not an expert or anything, but I think all the signs are definitely there. And also on another note, a lot of the streamers won't leave Twitch until the end of the season because of contractual obligation. But I think after the end of that, I'm not sure a lot of streamers are going to be renewing their partnerships or anything. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And thanks for watching. Share the video, drop a like, comment, and yeah, I'm out.